Hello.
Hello. Happy Friday.
How's it going?
Everybody.
Welcome.
Hello.
So we're here.
We are here.
We made it.
Just barely. We are
did it.
here.
Welcome. How's it going? Welcome to the Cold Show, by the way.
Yes, over here, America way. It
yeah.
is our 4th of July weekend.
Yay.
Flag.
Yay.
So that's you know what this reminds me of
What's
is
that?
In The Hills Have Eyes with the dad.
Oh,
He's got it sticking out like
Sticking out of his
like
head.
an American flag unicorn.
that's true. That's good thinking.
Yeah,
You're always thinking.
I am. Well, I'm always thinking of The Hills Have Eyes,
You are. That's right.
As one does.
as one does.
So, Red, White, and Boo 2. Part 2. Welcome. If
We've got some fun planned.
We have some fun planned and some planned fun. So either way, it's going to be great. If you recall, last year we did an episode from home when we were like smack dab in the lockdown still.
Yep.
But
Now we're here, and we didn't really plan well for Red, White, and Boo, but we made it work because we picked a movie that takes place on 4th of July weekend.
Red, White, and Boo 2, Electric
Boogaloo.
Hullabaloo,
Oh, I like that.
right? Electric Kangaroo.
That's official.
That one work?
Cuckoo
So
Cuckoo?
tonight,
Electric.
Cuckoo Cuckoo. I like that.
Oh, what's the girl's name from the movie with the flowers? By the guy we like?
Midsommar.
Midsommar. What's her name? Pugh.
Danny. Oh, Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh. Electric Pugh.
It took a long time
Sorry.
to get there.
Took a minute,
See,
but
I
we
knew
it
got
was
there.
you.
We got there.
Tonight, we're going to be talking about The Return of the Living Dead, which is a 4th of July movie.
Yay. It's one of my faves. I've seen this film, I crap you not, probably 100 times.
I've seen
So-
it not quite that many times, but I've seen it a few times.
Yeah.
This was a regular slumber party watch when I was a teen.
Yep.
It was in the rotation.
It made the VHS rotation for me. Yeah.
Oh, we had DVDs.
You did. You had the money. I was living on the streets with
Oh my God, it
VCR.
wasn't money. Oh my God. Just VCRs were already antiquated
Under
anyway.
the bridge with our TVs,
Little-
our CRT TVs, and our
You little-
VCRs.
With your giant fuck off TV.
You had little ones, but you probably had your big flat screens at that point
I think. Well, my rich friends had flat
with
screens.
your DVD players.
Yeah, I still had just like one of those really like just chunky TVs.
The CRT, yeah.
I think it was a Zenith.
A Zenith.
I think it was a Zenith.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine was just Bob's brand. TV. Bob's TV.
Do you guys remember in Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer when they go up by TVs?
Yeah, that was a great scene.
Yeah.
That guy was a.
That's like what I'm here to do is in this conversation tonight. I'm just gonna reference other
movies? Okay.
Yeah.
Take us back.
I'll be like, do you guys remember?
Yeah.
So before we started recording tonight, we actually had a little interview
A discussion
with Tommy.
With Tommy.
Tommy Lovett.
Tommy in the chat.
Yes.
Indeed.
And we met 4 Furbies
At least, right? Yeah.
of the 13. So Furbaka, huge fan. Love that Furby.
Yeah.
He was just like really charming. Charming little Furby.
But Mr. Lupe was a fan.
Oh, he like the ears got really animated.
Yeah.
He's like he's a bells and whistles Furby. And then there
There
was
was little shithead or.
Yep.
yeah, which is the one that is haunted, that is like kind of pink, that like Tommy said wakes her up a lot at like 3 a.m. And then what's the other one?
I don't recall now. I'm sorry.
Oh shoot! Oh no, that Furby's gonna be so mad at us.
I know.
Shit.
I forgot to.
Cover its ears, Tommy.
Cover its ears.
So.
But it was hilarious and awesome, and I just want a Furby. I want a haunted Furby. But Tommy says they're hard to find, so I've got to be like on that eBay. I got to be on that.
Start searching now.
I know. I gotta get haunted.
All
Furby.
right.
Yeah.
What are we drinking tonight? What's going on?
We are having ginger peach effervescent drink.
That sounds lovely.
See the bubbles? It's like the 4th of July in my cup. in my Court Show cup. Coming soon. Cold Show cups.
It's coming soon.
Very soon.
Soon to be.
People never tell you how hard it is to make online store. How do you online store though? So it's happening, people. It's happening.
It's happening. Scott
It's in the pipeline.
Yes,
It's in the parking lot.
It's closer. I think it's close to the front door.
It's gonna be knocking at your front door.
That's right.
Snatching your
Come and
Furbies
knock
up.
on your door. We'll be selling things to you.
We're the Cult Show mugs and hats and shirts.
And Francis Pugh too. What's her name? Not Francis.
Florence.
Florence Pugh. Sorry.
Is it a Florence?
Florence Pugh.
Is it Florence?
I don't know.
Shit, I forgot about
It's a
Danny.
pew.
It's a pew.
What's a pew with you?
Oh my God, Neil lost his goddamn mind today. But we like it that way. What are you guys drinking? Coke product?
Caleb and I are sharing in a
Got a whiskey and
A whiskey-
Not quite whiskey.
right beverage.
Cola.
In a Coke product? In a
Yep.
Coke Zero, isn't it?
Yeah, and a Coke Zero. Yes.
Yeah.
So Coca-Cola, if you guys are listening to us all the way from Georgia, please
Yeah.
kick down some of those billions of dollars.
Yeah, and you know where else you can get a Coke Zero? Right here at the Roxy 14th Theater.
You could, but
Plug it. I'm just gonna plug that.
Plug it.
Plug that for
Plug
you.
it. I know. Florence Pugh bought one from us.
Florence Pugh approved.
Florence Pugh. Oh, the Pugh.
Should we talk about who's here, or should we talk about what we
No,
watched?
we need to go to Cheers first.
Oh, and then cheers. See,
And then
there's no
cheers.
System.
Cheers.
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 Poor Florence
Florence in the machine.
Pugh. She has no idea what she's gonna forever be.
She
in
seems like a good sport. I think she'd be
Oh no,
into it.
I bet she would dig it. Yeah.
She seems amazing.
We love you, Florence.
Come see us.
She's gonna be coming out in the new Black Widow film, which opens next week, by
This
the way.
is true.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I hear
Yeah.
she's really good at
That's
it.
a heck of a cast in that one. And Caleb and I, we love a Marvel moment.
Sure do.
Yeah.
You
Speaking
do.
of which, Loki, though. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, Loki, though.
Is that show still on?
Yeah, it's still on. It's got like 1 or 2 more episodes, and then they take it away from us. And they left us on
Bastards.
quite the cliffhanger.
Bastards. Did
This
you watch
week.
the newest one, though?
Of course. That's what I'm saying, quite the
So good.
cliffhanger.
So good.
Oh my God, I blew my mind.
So good.
Blew my mind at the end. And Richard E. Grant, one of my favorite actors. I'm like, what?
I like him. He's a good actor.
He's one of the best.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So should I talk about? Well, obviously I watched
Yeah.
Loki.
Talk about everything except Loki.
Loki, Croc Loki, Loki wearing Crocs, Crocs wearing Loki. Okay, I think I covered it.
Okay.
No, other thing of note, I finished Invincible season 1.
Oh.
Cannot wait. I need more immediately. I'm so pleased with that show and adaptation. Personal opinion. And I also this week read a book teaser Genre Junkies episode coming soon. Major contemporary horror writer, well beloved, going to be on Genre Junkies. Dare to say what it is? No, yeah, just stay tuned. We're going to be
say it.
talking to him very soon.
Stephen King? Finally?
I wish. If it was Stephen King, I wouldn't be here because I'd be dead.
Okay.
I
Fair
would have
enough.
just died with that good news.
Yeah.
Just killed
If
it.
you guys booked an interview with Stephen King and like didn't tell us immediately, we'd probably cut the cord. It'd be like, that'd be the end.
But then you'd be like, wait, I'm sorry I said those things because I also want to meet Stephen King.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'm sorry, I retract all my FUs.
Redacted. How about you guys?
You know,
Oh,
we didn't do the.
I know.
Okay.
we'll get there.
We'll let Caleb go first then, or now.
All right. So what am I doing?
What'd you watch?
Who's in the chat?
Who's in the chat? Okay. So, here in the studio, we've got the Reverend Michael B. We've got Mindy. I see, girl. We got Laura.
here in real
I see you
life.
too. In chat, we've got Mark Vision's Truth up
Mark.
in East Washington. We've got Hungry Boy down in the down under.
Down under.
We've got Pismo Mark in Pismo.
Hello, Pismo.
And we got Tommy.
And Tommy. Hello, Tommy.
Tommy.
Hello.
Welcome, everyone.
And
Thank
anyone
you for
else
being
that's here, please say hello.
Yes. Chime in.
Yeah.
What'd you do this week, Caleb?
All right, so I watched. So when we were researching the movie Grosse Pointe Blank, this other movie kept coming up called War Inc. And it stars John Cusack and Marissa Tomei, and God damn it, I keep blanking on her name, the Lizzie McGuire girl.
Haley Duff?
Yes, Hilary Duff.
Hilary Duff.
Not
Haley's
Haley.
her sister.
Hilary Duff.
No.
But it also has
Two Duffs are better than one.
It also has Joan Cusack in it.
Love her.
And it's got Dan Aykroyd in it in a very, very limited role. And it's like an unofficial sequel to Grosse Pointe Blank.
What?
So it's on Tubi if you want to check it out.
Okay.
It's interesting, you know. And then I also watched a documentary called Kid 90 on Hulu. It's made by Soleil
Moon Frye. Yeah, I want to
and
watch that.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
really
Is it
good.
good?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
I keep
really
meaning to watch
good.
that.
Because it's all about the 90s kids growing up in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very well done. I enjoyed it a lot.
Has anybody watched the Punky reboot?
No.
I think
No.
that's a Peacock. I think that's one of those channels none of us have.
Perhaps. I
Yeah.
know the show, but have not watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I will.
Without
either,
George Gaines, nah.
He
But the
won't do it.
documentary,
He's dead.
good. Very good.
So get a Ouija board and get him out
him
of
back.
here. Yep.
Raise the Gaines.
What about you?
Okay, I finally watched the film, and I remember the name of it. As he looks at his list to remember the name. Okay, I watched the movie Psycho Gorman.
Oh, see, I've been wanting to watch that with you guys.
Oh.
I never like said anything.
You never said
But I
anything.
like heard about it and I was
Yeah.
like, that seems like something we would like as
Yeah.
a family.
We would.
As
it
a
was
family.
really fun. I really enjoyed it.
Maybe we should review it.
So we could. We possibly could.
Maybe it'll be coming up soon.
It was a really great, fun film. I mean, these guys set out to make a fun film.
Yay.
And they did it. So I definitely recommend it. It's on Shudder. It got a lot of notoriety when it first came out.
Yes.
You know, I remember it was everywhere. And
People are, and I've heard like different podcasts and stuff I listen to, people are like super loving it. and,
yeah, it was a lot of fun. That would be a fun one to talk about for sure.
Okay, maybe we should do it.
Recommend it. Cool. Okay.
Anything else?
Did I watch?
Yeah.
This is pretty good.
Why?
I don't know. Just curious.
No?
No? Okay.
Ooh.
And now, Croc Talk.
Croc talk.
Wow.
So what'd you guys do with your Crocs this week?
What did I do with my Crocs?
What'd you do?
You know, I didn't really spend a lot of quality time with my Crocs. I had to go into the office at work, and I did wear I wore my Crocs. I wore my Crocs to work.
Okay.
Everybody thought they were super cute.
Because they are.
Yeah. What did you guys do with your Crocs this week?
You know, I went on a little mini vacation, so I took mine with
You did?
me.
To the beach?
So they went down to Monterey
How did you
with
on the
me.
beach?
They're still inside shoes, so, you know, I just
you
took
didn't
them
wear them
with
on the
me,
beach?
but they've just been to a different city now.
Do you think that you
So-
could designate one pair of your Crocs to be like an outside pair?
You know, I probably could, but, you know.
You're like, I just need a new fucking pair of Crocs.
But I'm wearing mine right now. I've got
He
my
is. He's
black
wearing them
ones
with
on.
his American
Yeah,
socks.
I got my American flag socks on.
Socks and
with them.
Crocs. But see, it's like, it's cute because you're wearing like an ironic sock with your Crocs.
An ironic sock with Crocs. That's got a ring to it.
How about you, producer Scott? What'd you do with your Crocs this week?
I did a lot of gardening in my Crocs. I've got blue and orange Crocs. They're kind of an outdoorsy Croc with
a sporty
with extra
Croc.
sole on it. Yeah, it's kind of like for outdoorsy, you know,
Yeah.
off-roading. So, you know, did
Yeah.
a little bit of hiking in the backyard kind of thing up the hill and,
Yeah.
you know, did some gardening.
Getting in there weeding and whatnot.
Yeah.
Wow. That's great. I can't wait to talk about Crocs again soon.
I know. Next week.
And in the comments, tell us where you went with your Crocs this week. Or did you see a Croc in the wild?
They're gonna
yes, I did see some Crocs in the wild, actually. I saw a whole bunch in Monterey.
Yeah, I spotted like one pair in the wild, a white pair.
He's very cool. Oh, and my kid got some too. My son.
You got, what color is his Crocs?
They're like tie-dyed, multicolored.
Oh, that sounds like a really
explosion
fun Croc.
extravaganza.
That sounds like a super fun
I
Croc.
didn't do it.
Well, your poor child is like.
He loves them though. I bet.
And do what, by the way? I mean, I done it to myself, so I don't think I'm like putting him in any.
You know what? You can go skydiving because you're over 18, but you can't sign your child's life away under 18 to go skydiving. It's the same thing. Your child should be able to make their own decisions for them before you assign them a Croc.
Okay, but he loves his Crocs.
That's great.
I knew he would. I could just see that.
It's not his first pair.
This is not my first Croc rodeo.
Okay. And scene.
Wow, just wait, it'll be back. I'll be back.
Apparently it's a weekly thing.
Well, I don't know if it's
And
weekly, but it's a recurring
was-
segment on our show.
Yeah, like every week now.
We have a dedicated Croc Talk logo.
That's great. Did you guys know last week that we crested into the top 50 podcasts in Sweden again?
That's so awesome. Thank you, Sweden.
Hey,
Thank you, Sweden.
Thank you, Sweden.
Love you,
Because you know
Sweden.
what? They love Crocs.
They
too.
don't. They probably don't though.
I think they do.
They're closer to Holland, so they're probably more about the big wooden
actual clogs.
clogs. Yeah.
I don't know if that's practical. The same way a Croc is.
Don't. Oh my goodness. Okay.
We can keep going round in circles all night. You know, you're just gonna have to embrace it.
No. Time is it?
Yeah.
Time to move.
No.
Time to move on yet?
Nope.
Okay. Hey, I got some support on the out here in the crew in the peanut gallery. Just so you guys know.
They're not
so.
haters like you, though.
No.
But I am.
No. One of them
He's just a
is.
hater in general, though. Don't throw your notes. We need
Did you
those.
guys know? This is not a This Week in Entertainment History, but this is a fact I just wanted to bring up because
Okay.
it is, by the way, the 4th of July.
America's birthday.
Birthday. That today's date in 1962, the first Walmart opened.
62?
Yeah, and it was called Walmart Discount City in good old Rogers, Arkansas.
They built that city on rock and roll.
They built it on rock and roll, Crocs, and
Crock and
frickin'
roll.
Walmart.
And are they still based out of Arkansas? I
They
think
are.
That's,
The
yeah.
headquarters are still Arkansas. Yep.
That's a Walmart thing.
That is a thing out there. So
Wow, 1962.
if anyone wants to do a Terminator and go back in time, make sure Walmart doesn't happen. That's where you go.
Wow.
Go take care of
Now
that.
Walmart's going to send us a cease and desist. Great. Awesome.
Michael Bean, if you can help us out with that at
We
all.
can't fight Walmart, Neil. They're too big.
I know. That's true. By the way, we've got TM has joined us in chat. So
Hello, TM. Welcome
Hi.
back.
Trying to decide Crocs with socks or not. Just real quick, I have to address the Croc talk in the chat. I'm gonna say with a cute sock, yes.
or ironically.
Or
is that a
ironic.
cute-
Well, yeah, with a
That's a
cute or
cute sock.
ironic sock. But I mean, if you're just in a sweatpants and a white Croc and like a white sock, I don't know about that. So that's my opinion. TM for what it's worth. Thank you for joining us for Croc Talk.
All right.
And that
So-
is Croc Talk.
Given all that, I think that's all I got.
Oh, well, I'm so glad you rushed us through Croc Talk for nothing.
I know,
For
huh?
goddamn nothing.
Red, white, and boo, too.
Are we ready to talk about tonight's feature film? I hope we didn't need that page.
Nope.
'Cause that's happened before.
Bring it on.
All right. So, I could not summarize this movie any better. Nobody could than what's on the back of this Blu-ray. So, just for better or worse, let's talk about The Return of the Living Dead. The best zombie flick you'll ever see. Just when you thought it was safe to go back to the cemetery, those brain-eating zombies are back and hungry for more tasty mortals.
Ah.
A fiendish mix of outrageous humor and heart-stopping terror. The Return of the Living Dead is a veritable smorgasbord of fun. Smorgasbord? Smorgasbord, says the LA Herald Examiner. Filled with skin-crawling jolts, eye-popping visuals, and relentless suspense. The suspense is relentless. It never stops.
It's relentless, yeah.
On the first day on the job of an Army surplus store. It's not an Army surplus store.
No, not
It's a
Army.
medical
It's a
supply
medical
store.
Supply.
Medical supply store. Yeah.
They can't even get it right in their own synopsis? Wow.
Wow, that does not bode well. Poor Freddy unwittingly releases nerve gas. He doesn't even do it, his coworker does. From a secret U.S. military canister, unleashing an unbelievable terror. The gas reanimates, but this is not reanimated, it's a different film, reanimates a corpse of corpses who arise from their graves with a ravenous hunger for human brains. And luckily for those carnivorous cadavers, there is a group of partying teens nearby just waiting to be eaten.
Wow.
Nice. Nice.
All except for the Army supply store.
There's a few things that are wrong. And it, like I said, it's not Freddy, it's like Frank that does it.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah. I don't
This
like
is good old
they set
Army
it-
engineering. Whack.
Yeah.
Right.
They set him up. So let's
Whose
talk
movie
about
is this? Who released this film?
Lionsgate?
MGM?
No, I mean,
MGM?
I mean like the DVD itself. I'm trying to see
I
if
think it
it's
was
like
MGM.
It was
a
somebody
special
who
one. MGM. All right.
like heard about this movie through a game of telephone, but had not actually watched it.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Return of the Living Dead.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
Like we talked about, seeing this
Not
movie a
Croc
lot.
Talk.
Croc Talk's fucking hilarious.
No, it's yeah.
You're right. It's not funny. It's more than funny. And it brings people together. It's the true American spirit. I have never seen Return of the Living Dead 2, but I've seen 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Rave to the Grave, whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah,
Is that
no-
part 4?
Oh, I've never seen part 4.
Oh, one of them is called Rave to the Grave.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
I've only seen the first one.
Okay. I like
seen-
part 2. I was a fan of part 2.
I don't know why I've never seen it. Just never have. Just
It's
never got
funny.
around
It's
to it.
much funnier than the first one.
Oh, I think the first one's hilarious.
No, it's funny, but part 2 is like even more funny.
What did it say? It was like outrageously funny.
Outrageously.
So I love that right off the bat, this movie is just so funny.
Yeah.
And it's actually like we talk about this a lot. You know, like we're kind of picky about horror comedies, especially me, but I think we
Especially
all
you.
kind of are. Where we're like, it's not really funny though. But this movie is funny. It is still funny. 35 years later,
Yeah.
it still hits.
This movie's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
It is.
I've seen it, like I said, 100 million times. Not even 1,000 times, 100 million times.
It keeps going up. Every
keeps
time he
going
brings
up.
it up, it
That's
This
goes
was
up.
a staple once a week when I was like a teenager kind of film.
Yeah,
And-
yes. It's like weird when you're a teenager. I don't know. Maybe this is just like, maybe this is just a horror movie person thing. Tell me if I'm wrong. But like we rewatched the same movies like all the fucking time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
There's something like, isn't that weird? Like you watch them all the time.
well, because it was like before you could only watch what you could either on pay TV or whatever you possibly had, what you could record off the TV, because you couldn't buy VHS back then. They were too expensive.
Were they expensive?
Tapes were like, I mean,
Yeah.
minimum $30, $40 for a
Yeah.
tape.
They were really expensive.
Which if you're,
Really?
you know, at least.
Damn.
At least. Or what you could rent.
Yeah, and then, but to watch it over and over, you had to record off of HBO if you were lucky enough to have it. So,
Or have something that you could record, like
Which-
a VCR.
yeah, you needed a machine, of course, yeah, to do so.
Like, well, did all of them record? All VCRs?
You know, actually, no. There was actually, before they were able to do the R, there was the videotape player. So there was the VTP before there was the VCR. So
Did we talk about those machines that like you could rewind them and you had it in your home? You just rewind the tape right there without having
We
to put it in
haven't-
your VCR.
we have not talked about those, but
Wow.
they did exist. Yeah,
That's like one of those things. If somebody were to find it today, a lot of people would be like, "What the fuck is this
yeah, that's true.
technology?"
Just
Someday.
the straight rewind machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were in the shape of a car for some reason, and you'd pop and like the back would pop up, so you could
What?
put it in.
The
yeah.
shape of a car?
Yeah, they make
Some
them
of
like
them were,
little
yeah.
novelty ones. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
mine was obviously like the CVS brand.
Plain boring one.
It was just shaped like a tape.
You had
The whole
tape
idea was
recorder.
just that
Yeah.
so you didn't overtax your VHS
I guess
or your
so.
Betamax.
You just overtaxed that one
If you were
thing.
Well, you
so
don't want to
lucky.
get the heads full of the little magnetic flakes that will come off of the tape, so you just rewind with the player. Yeah.
Dang.
These are the facts. I don't know what to tell you.
The facts alive.
I mean, it's all about Frank.
Okay,
It's all
James
about
Karen.
Frank. I mean, he's so
Love James Karen.
So funny.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all funny, but I mean, like, Frank is so good, and then of course when Ernie gets in, then it all starts to really sing.
Yeah.
But it's just that chemistry. It's just that energy. It's like old school and new school with the punk kids.
Yep.
Something for everyone,
This film.
including a naked body.
So you bring up the naked body.
Yeah, that's trash.
That is trash.
Yeah.
Linnea Quigley, who people know, of course, she was one of the scream queens of
She's
the 80s.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
She was everywhere.
I was in love with that woman as a
Love.
teenager.
It was love. It was love.
It was love. Love, love, love.
I like trash because she's so ridiculous and earnest, and it just is precious to me. However, when trash transforms, Ronald McDonald vibes.
Maybe, okay.
Once you see it,
She
you
had the
can't
big red
unsee
hair.
it. It's big red hair, white face, and then there's like a red smear on the mouth.
That's a good point. I had never thought of it before.
I
but-
think they couldn't afford to like pay her anymore, so they just paid the local Ronald McDonald actor to like be a kind of naked zombie. Because then you don't even really see her nakedness that much either after she transforms.
Maybe.
Because it's Ronald
Yeah,
McDonald
it's Ronald. You think
in
that's
a
what
flesh
it is?
suit. I know it is. I know it is.
You sure it wasn't like the Hamburglar, like impersonating?
Oh my god. Grimace?
Grimace, yeah.
No, it was a Hamburglar.
No, it was
Grimace
definitely.
was too big and purple. So it was purple, Caleb. It wasn't gray. It was purple.
Was he pigmented, though?
So, yeah, the Hamburglar, robble, like, going along,
By the way,
Rubble, rubble.
Gory Bits has joined us.
Hello, Gory.
Hi,
Thanks for
Bits.
being here.
Welcome back from your vacation.
It's better late
From your-
than never.
How's your kitty?
Kitty? Like a
Gory
mermaid?
got a new kitty name. He named Fulci.
Oh my god, that's amazing!
Adorable.
We
yeah.
love
Yeah.
cats. We love cats.
Okay, Linnea Quigley.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Linnea Quigley again?
We were.
I know.
We never stopped.
But, okay, can I tell you how much I love Linnea Quigley?
You said you loved her.
I loved her, but can I
your
tell you
whole
how
heart.
much I loved her?
Go on.
I loved her so much that I watched like every single movie she ever did because again, there was like the main scream queens of the 80s. You had her, Michelle Bauer, and Brink Stevens. They were kind of like the, if you will, the trinity of the scream queens, right?
Well, there was
in the
others.
80s. No, in the 80s though, those were the main three, and they'll back. I'm sure anyone who knows will back me up on this.
But what about Jamie? We can't count.
No, I'm talking the 80s B movie scream queens.
We're talking B movie.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was gonna say like, well,
No, I'm talking like
why
these
don't we
of
just count Jamie?
these films. So, Linnea.
Linnea.
At one point I was like, I'm gonna name if I ever have a kid, a daughter, I'm gonna name it Linnea, kind of thing. And I was like
a weird thing to
in
think
love with
about.
this woman. And I used to go to the Fangoria conventions, where I got to meet her many, many times. But one time she was on stage giving her little speech. And she actually did a thing where she's like, I need volunteers to come up and I want to do a little scene with you. And of course I was like, "Ugh."
Me.
So I probably actually jumped up and just ran on stage. I
And you
probably
were
didn't
like a
even get
teenager
chosen.
at this point.
Yeah, I was probably like 13 or 14.
Okay.
So but I got picked and I went on stage. It was me and one other guy. So the Fangoria conventions, I think, were like a 2-day event, if I remember right, over the weekend. And so we got on, and she's like, I want to pretend like you guys are zombies, and I'm going to do the whole reaction, and you guys, grab me, and, we'll do the zombie thing.
Where's this going?
And
Yeah.
so, no, it was nowhere other than I got to, like, go up there and, like, this mean other guy got to hold her and, like, take her to the, the floor
Yeah.
and act like we were munching on her while she was, like, screaming and doing her all, kind of thing. And it was, like, one of the greatest moments of my life. And then the next day, she did it again, and I was in the audience again, and she picked me again, but she picked, like, 3 other guys in addition to me. And I remember I had
She added another.
2 more, right. So I had this great little exchange, though, because the other guys were, like, really, like, I was doing, like, the George Romero zombie, of course, and the other people were doing, like, the fast zombies and getting all, like,
Yeah.
a little overly aggressive, if you ask me. But, so I remember, like, I was, like, closer up to, like, her face, like, in this area.
Neil was always a gentleman.
And the
even
other
at
guy, I
young
was a
age.
gentleman. I was
Even at a young age.
age.
Yeah.
But I remember, like, the other guys were, like, all, like, grabbing her and going crazy on her. And I remember, like, I had this scene, this little thing where she, like, looked at me. And she did kind of like a, oh, geez, these guys kind of look. Because they were, like, going, like, nuts. And I was
And
more...
were you like the youngest one too?
It's very possible.
Oh,
yeah.
that's so sweet.
Absolutely. But, and
That's a
anyway,
sweet story.
she, like, remembered me because I would see her for, like, couple years in a row at that point,
Yeah.
including San Jose. She came to San Jose once or twice when they had it up here too, and she'd be like, "Oh, I remember you. You were the guy that blah blah blah." Anyway,
You were the little zombie child.
long story. I apologize, but
It's a good story.
Well,
my good
well worth
memories
it.
of Linnea Quigley.
It's a good story.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Did I
Trash.
mention I love Linnea Quigley?
You love her.
Okay,
How is she these days?
she's okay.
I don't see her.
She's
a
getting
lot.
some work. She is a huge animal person.
I love that. That is
been-
awesome.
Yeah, she's been trying to
I
rescue
see that on
animals.
social media. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. We love it. We love the animals, all the animals. Well, I think we talked about this before when we've talked about the movie.
Okay.
I am a suicide apologist.
You love suicide?
Fucking love stupid suicide. He makes me happy every time I watch this movie. He's just like, I'm more than just spooky, and like no one understands me. This is not a costume. Like, oh my god. And he's like complaining about money and like what are you even talking about suicide? Love him.
Yeah,
I love it. And then when his brain gets bit by Tarman, it looks like cookie dough.
Okay.
So there's that. Well, suicide's actually made of cookie dough.
That's one thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love suicide. Huge suicide apologist.
But you shouldn't have to apologize for him, though. What's
though.
wrong with that?
Well, of course, there's Tarman.
There's Tarman. Okay.
You don't like Tarman?
I love Tarman. I think he's great.
Nothing. I'm alone.
Like,
Just
no,
Tarman,
not
right?
I. Basically, change everything Neil said about Linnea to Tarman,
Tarman?
and that's how I
You
feel
even
about
have the same story at Vaxxed.
That's how I feel about Tarman.
Those are some feelings right there.
My feelings for Tarman are strong. I think that's a very
Yeah.
cool, like, little bad
We all
guy.
have our person in this film. It's
So
clearly
the names of the characters.
I love
right
the
of the
names of the
punk names.
characters.
You got Scuzz,
Gus.
Trash,
Spider.
Suicide, Spider, and then of course Tina.
Tina, yeah.
But
Tina!
some great names.
What's the other girl's name?
It was a Casey, I think. Or
Oh,
like,
I think
or
it
like
is Casey,
Yeah,
yeah.
like a plain name, but
Yeah.
And also kind of a Tina name.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
They hadn't earned their nicknames in this little gang yet.
So the Tar Man is the Tar Man because he was encased in a drum of 2,4,5-trioxin. Is the name of the chemical.
That's how you make one of those.
That's how you make them. Which apparently was an actual chemical the Army was developing.
Really?
So, yeah, believe it or not. Which is what caused the whole Night of the Living Dead
Yes.
thing that was actually apparently that they claimed that George Romero based those events on.
Right.
But they said, if you tell them about our trioxin, we're going to sue you and do all kinds of trouble. So he had to change it to,
To that.
the comet from Venus, which we all learned about a couple weeks ago.
Right.
We all got a refresher on that.
We did.
So this, of course, references Night of the Living Dead,
Yep.
as
few
if it was a
times.
real event that just happened 14 years in the... I can't remember. 'Cause it's
16.
16, because the movie is supposed to be
17?
1984.
17.
And then that was 1969, so...
84, 85. It came out in 85.
It came out in 85, but I think it's supposed to be 84,
Oh,
if I
okay.
remember correctly from the beginning, but I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me.
Sure.
Sorry, I was talking about Tarman. A note on Tarman. Surprisingly articulate, you know?
For how gooey he is.
For how good. And also when he speaks.
Yeah.
That's another thing. These zombies talk.
They do a bunch,
They
yeah.
talk,
And you
they
know-
plan, they...
They strategize.
Yeah.
And you know what, too? I don't think any of us are super into the argument of fast zombies versus slow zombies. Like, we've kind of joked about it, but I don't think any of us really die on that hill. These zombies are pretty fast.
No, these are fast zombies, but
Like, you're fast.
I accept
There's
it.
a zombie that tackles a man.
No, they're fast zombies, but I accept it in this film because they're not poking fun, but they are acknowledging Night of the Living Dead.
It's definitely...
It's not a serious film. If you take, say, a Dawn of the Dead
Yes.
remake, right, where they actually give you fast zombies, then I'm like, no, I'm opposed to that. But I'm a Romero guy, but I accept this movie
Right.
because they are.
Well, and if it's a chemical, I don't know, but maybe that would make them fast. I don't know.
It's possible. Yeah.
But yeah, they're really getting after
They're fast.
people.
They're clever.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's the little pink-haired one who we all love. She's a mood. She is a mood when it's like really hot outside. She's like, I can feel myself rot.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
when it's hot, I think of her. I think of her every time, and I'm like, same girl, same. And like her little spine's like coming up off the table. It's a great animatronic. Too.
It is.
No, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's even like dripping like fluid off the end.
Yeah.
You know?
And of course, from this movie on, zombies eat brains.
Eat brains.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it takes the pain away.
Yeah, from your friend, from your pink-haired friend, we
Who
learned.
gives us expedition? Yeah.
We learned that it hurts to be dead.
Exposition. Yeah. It hurts to be dead.
Yep.
Aw. Aw.
Aw.
It seems like maybe the fresher you are, the smarter you are, maybe the more you retain. Because like when Freddy turns, he's very hyper, he's very strong, and he's like, Tina, Tina, constantly. So he.
It's kind of weird when you say Freddie and Tina in the same
Right.
sentence. You're not talking about Nightmare on Elm Street. You're talking about a different film.
But you're right. My God.
My goodness.
My
I
God.
wonder, was that intentional?
Yeah, I don't know. Good question.
I don't know.
So Freddy, played by Tom Matthews,
Yes.
who you guys know as Tommy Jarvis from Friday the 13th Part 6.
Yes.
Jason Lives. That's probably
He
his
sure
second.
did.
Yeah, he sure did. That's Michael's favorite Friday the 13th film,
Part 6.
Part 6. It's a good film.
Can we talk about Ernie?
Ernie, yes.
Ernie's everything.
Is James Cameron everything or Ernie?
Ernie.
Ernie is.
Specifically.
Okay.
Ernie's a Nazi.
What do you say?
Explain
That's
yourself.
quite an accusation to throw
Yeah.
out at Ernie, who like saves them a whole bunch of times, and
He does.
he gets his
but-
tracksuit torn.
and he cuts it off with the scissors.
Yeah.
All right, so in the background, he's got like a picture of Ava Braun. He
does?
Yeah, he's listening to like a German symphony or opera or something.
Where's Ava Braun?
She's on the push pin board behind him at one point.
Oh.
The gun he has is like a German something or other. And he even confirmed it in an interview that he's
His
like
character's supposed to be Nazi?
he's a Nazi in hiding.
Oh, like he's like one of those, like one of the Nazis.
Yeah, one of
fled.
the that fled, and and that's why because he has like this throwaway line where he's like, "There's not a lot of ways to learn." I think embalming is what he says, and the idea is that, or the thought is that he was
Jesus.
practicing.
Yeah,
So
Jesus.
it's kind of fucked up when you think about it like that. But
And his gun was one of
his
those
gun
Lugers.
was one of the little
Yeah, the German.
Wow, I kind of feel differently about
Wow.
Ernie now.
Wow.
Kind of sad about Ernie.
Don Calfa, I think his name is.
I think so.
Don Calfa.
Yeah, he just has a great voice. He has great intonation.
Yeah.
Sucks about that Nazi thing though.
Wow.
Sorry.
I
No, I think
kinda
that's
wish-
fascinating.
I wish they kind of went harder into that. Like.
Well, he also gets this look on his face when the dead woman says it hurts to be dead, or
Yeah.
because I feel like he was probably thinking like, well, I probably tortured a whole bunch of people to death, and
So perhaps he is
perhaps
reformed?
I've hurt. I mean, I think he's reformed, but I still think he's got something in his past, some
Yeah.
bad shit maybe.
And he's been friends with
Bert.
Bert for 25 years. Bert and
Bert's
Ernie.
oblivious to almost everything, I think, though.
Yeah, he probably even told him I'm a Nazi and I'm in hiding, and Bert's like, oh, okay.
Pretty much.
That's probably because he's very about the you'll owe me a favor, and it's probably that's what's gonna wash. He can no longer
Nuremberg
hold his
trials.
past over his head anymore.
Yeah. Damn.
Well, Caleb, thanks for making the movie serious. I mean, it
I don't
was.
know. It's like, ooh. Ooh.
So much for you and your Crocs.
Hey.
But please, what were you going to say about Ernie?
No, I thought it was great.
Please
I love
continue.
it. I think he's hilarious. I love it when he I love it when he very dramatically double slaps Spider. I don't know.
Yes.
There's I think that's part of the humor of this movie is I don't know, some of those great exclamations, the fucking Colonel at the beginning, Christ devil. And he's all mad about the pot roast or the lamb chops or whatever. He's I already have chops today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm cooking pork chops, and I had those for lunch. Yes.
By the way, Tommy's going to bed, so good night
Tommy,
to
good night,
you
Ferbs.
and all 13 of you Ferbs.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, North Carolina. So, okay, the youngsters are all punk rockers.
Yeah.
I mean, probably not all of them.
They're cinematic punk rockers.
Yeah.
Cinematic
Some of
punk
them seem more kind of new wave.
You're right. Actually,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, there are some that are classic punk rock.
They're
with the
clearly
shaved and
the alternative kids.
yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They're the ones who hung out in the corner at junior high smoking cigarettes after school. So
Right.
those are the kids. So
That was
friends.
me. Yeah. What's up, guys?
I'll see you later.
So that was a fun thing for me always this film. When I was younger, it's woo, the punk rockers, you know what I mean, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then of course as you get older, you're the punk rockers because they're funny.
I
These
think
guys-
something kind of carried over for me with that too, as an alternative kid,
Right.
and so then it's you don't really get to see a lot of alternative kids and looking people,
Right.
in movies, or at least you didn't. I mean, until fairly recently.
I remember when this came out, they did a really good job marketing it with that in mind. That
Yeah.
it was using the
out
punk
crowd.
rockers part of
Yes,
it.
yeah.
I mean, whether it was the soundtrack to the film,
Right.
which of course they
It's a
had.
great
They
soundtrack.
had. I remember seeing in the music stores, Musicland,
Musicland.
and, Sam Goody or whatever. They had these standees, cardboard cutouts of the punk rock zombies. With the actual
From the poster.
yeah,
Yeah,
But
yeah,
the ones
yeah.
that actually had the
Mohawks and
mohawk and the whole
earrings
thing,
and-
Yeah.
and the soundtrack is all alternative punk rock style type
Yeah.
music, So I mean, it's really they played that up, and it's really cool. I think that's a great way to market the film, and
Yeah, I agree.
accept
And
that.
this is kind of a silly example of it, but people like representation. You want to see yourself. You want to see people that look like you and your friends, or what you aspire to be if you're a closeted punk or something. Yeah, it's cute.
yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
Yeah, I think that's why it definitely has some of that carried over.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
What do you guys think of the soundtrack?
I love the soundtrack,
I like the
especially the
soundtrack a
title
lot.
music.
You mean the instrumental, the theme?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the trioxin theme.
Yeah.
Trioxin theme.
Just that
It's awesome.
boom, boom.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
got this bass line that just kind of hits, and it's great. But
It's a great opening to the movie,
Yeah.
the way just to how it has the Tarman before he's Tarman, and melting or whatever happens, and then the
Right.
Oh, it's such a
credits,
good.
the music.
I don't know what you would call that. What's an effect?
Yeah.
Yeah.
the melting.
The
Yeah.
melting.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And of course, it's got your favorite, the bodies coming out of the ground.
Dead people coming out of grave.
Love dead people coming out of
I love it.
graves.
Yep.
You know?
Do you want to party?
Do you want to party? There you go. Love that song.
It's party time. with the skeleton with
Yeah.
the eyes. Yeah, that's classic.
The only song I don't like in this movie is that Tonight.
I love that song. No way.
Make love till we die.
That's what trash dances to.
I know, but it's such a silly song.
I love it.
Tonight, we will make love until we die.
Until we
But I mean,
die.
it fits because she's talked about what her
But nobody makes love in the film.
fantasy is or whatever of being.
The worst way to die.
Yeah, whatever.
Kind of came true
Yeah.
a little.
It did.
Yeah.
Being surrounded by a bunch of old men and torn apart, basically.
Eat chomping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trash is taking off her clothes again.
That was really funny. It's again, one of those things where it's she's kind of an edgelord, right?
Yeah.
She's always pulling this, and they're like,
It's
okay,
that friend, and
It's that friend who's, who wants to, maybe has clothes on, maybe doesn't, wants to climb up on things and dance and
Yep.
call attention to themselves. It's pretty funny. But you got to be careful because you could get stuck in acid zombie rain.
You could.
Yes.
No clothes
Yeah.
on, and it hurts.
That's not good, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it hurt enough,
It
but
burns.
no clothes.
It burns.
Yep.
I like when they run to the convertible and she's like, "Someone towel. Like,
Yeah, I think even Twist, I was like, oh, fucking towel or whatever. Like, it's so good.
like, do you see this piece of shit car? Like, where do you think the towel dispenser
With like
is?
nothing matters, the end is nigh, spray painted on the outside. Yeah, I don't think he has a towel.
But even then, she tries to grab like Casey's sweater,
she's like-
and she's like, no, you know. And,
It's like, it's your fault for taking off your clothes that time.
but you did.
I know we've talked about it many times, many times, but Spider.
Spider. I love that guy.
Yeah, I do like that actor.
We love them.
You know when I really love him though? Is when he's got diarrhea and he's doing a duet with his girlfriend in a porta
Friday the
potty.
13th, Part 5. Yep. Baby. Ooh, baby. Baby. That's all I'd say back and forth. Ooh, baby. And then he gets impaled on a spike in the outhouse.
It sucks.
Poor Spider.
Poor Spider. We remember one Spider. We remember one. Remember that one time we like named like everything that man has been in? And we were like, oh my God, he was in so many things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joanna Man.
Juana Man, for
Harlem
instance.
Nights.
God, Harlem Nights, yeah. So fun.
So
much fun.
So
Spider.
fun.
So, okay, how about this scene when Bert and Frank and Freddie, they first call Bert back to the shop, right? And then the dead guy, the cadaver's like, you know, trying to get out. And he's
Oh
like,
my God, it's so funny.
And then, like,
Yeah.
Bert just like stands way in the back, and he's like, okay, just swing, you know, boom.
He's like, "Come, Frank, be a man. Like, get in there, goddammit. Like, oh my God, it's so classic. It's so classic.
And the cadaver just runs straight for Bert. And you like, boom, and tackles him.
It's like you cannot be ready. You cannot be ready enough.
Yep, that's so awesome. I love it.
Oh yeah, and then he's like all naked, of course, because he's a cadaver, and that's just funny. And then he's got his head chopped off, and he's still going.
Right, and that's another thing is that
The brain,
you know,
yeah.
killing the brain does not kill the zombie in this.
No, not in this one.
You know, because they even say like, oh, in that other movie, destroy the brain kills
Right.
it.
You mean the movie Line?
Yeah.
Yep.
Freddie.
Yeah.
Freddie. You know what I love?
What?
Small moment. The little butterflies that are
Yes.
they're just like.
There's little, and how about the half dog?
Oh, the poor half dog with the crutch. Oh, that's so
I
funny.
bet
Oh, that's so funny.
so funny.
Yeah.
Just beating up the half dog with the cross.
And it's like it's making sense out.
I know. It's like,
You're like laughing. I had to rewind it, and then it's all like.
it is. It's like,
And he's just like, and it's especially sad when it's a puppy dog and it's in pain. And you're like, oh my God, it needs a brain to eat because he hurts.
it needs a cat brain.
But it's like a little half-tailed wagging.
Yeah, it does. They really went all out. Like, it's just like what I was talking about with the pink-haired one with her spine. It's
Yep.
like, they just, I don't know, they just really sold it. They did details.
Yeah, they did.
Who did the effects on this? Do you know off the top of your head?
I don't know off the top of my head, actually. I don't recall.
Let me see if I can find that.
Yeah.
You know who was a writer on this film?
Who's that?
John Russo.
John Russo.
I didn't get to meet him
Okay.
at Silver Screen Fest. I know
Oh,
you
bummer,
did.
yeah.
But I did get to see him speak.
Yes.
And stuff, and that was really cool.
Cool.
He's an interesting guy. He's a funny guy.
Yeah. Him and Russell Strander both were writers in the film.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And they
And,
were, of course, being original creators of Night of the Living
Yeah.
Dead.
With our friend Romero. Friend of ours. Friend of the show.
Friend of the
show.
Friend of show, Romero.
Friend of the show, Mr. Romero.
Romero.
None of that's true. None of that's true.
You don't know that, though, but
That Romero's our friend?
yeah, could
I don't
be.
know. Let me get the weeds.
Maybe
and
I
we'll
get the
call.
weeds. Maybe I have a weeds at home and I call him.
Call him right. Let's call him right now if he's your friend.
Maybe every Tuesday night we have a call.
It's like that scene in oh my God, what is it? Daddy's Home. When Elijah Wood is like, yeah, I'm friends with
okay.
Elton John. See, I'm just gonna reference other movies for this whole.
Yeah.
Call him.
Like Daddy's Home. Is that Eddie Murphy film?
I'm gonna
Daddy's
call
Home?
you on that. So this says special effects were by Bob McCarthy, Kevin McCarthy, and sculptor was Adam Jones. So I don't know.
Well,
if
they
you,
did a
I don't know
bully
if
job.
You know them.
They really did an amazing job.
There's some great stuff in this film.
Yeah,
Spared
absolutely.
no expense.
it all went to that.
Yeah.
All right. What other favorite parts do you have? I mean,
Oh God! I mean, the whole thing's a favorite part. The whole thing, and then of course it's like I like that they kind of kept from Night of the Living Dead kind of the bittersweet, sad ending where like you think everything's gonna be okay. No, they're just gonna blow you off the map.
That's right.
And it's like we in the audience, we kind of know that, right? Like because we see it at the beginning, you know, that he's got his little computer and somebody's
Right.
always got to be on call, and you know we know the barrels are missing and all of that. But I like that they kept that little detail, that little tie over there. Also, I don't know why everybody was complaining about hanging out in the cemetery. I love hanging out in cemeteries. And they seem like the kids that should like to hang out in cemeteries.
You'd think so. But you'd think that cemetery would have a better caretaker. It was pretty trashed.
It was lots of litter.
Like when they first walk in, it was.
Well, it was chained up almost like it was you're not supposed to be in it.
Yeah, like you're not supposed to go in there.
Like it was
Like
almost
that
forgotten.
section anymore.
Yeah.
But there's a whole funeral home attached to it.
Maybe it was to keep the kids out because remember they'd already been chased out of the park.
True.
That's true.
But the amount of trash says that the kids aren't being kept out.
Some kids are going in there. Some cliques. Some other clique has gotten in there.
Yeah, maybe it's the Nazis were partying in there.
The dumb Nazi kids.
It was like Ernie.
And
and his
Ernie's like,
friends.
hi, fellow Nazi teams. And they're like, Ernie, ew.
So when you burn anything that has to do, that's been infected by the trioxin,
Yeah.
and it gets in the atmosphere,
It gets really yellow.
it makes everything rain.
Yeah,
And then it
does
comes
something
back
to
down.
the atmosphere,
Yep.
to the biosphere. I don't know.
We could
the
use some of that here
science.
in Northern California where it doesn't rain ever.
I mean, I don't even mind if it's zombie rain.
No? I'll take it.
Yeah,
I know where to go.
yeah.
I know where to hide from zombies.
We've got a plan.
We can't say that, right? Because we don't want everyone to do it.
Yeah, because we've never said it on here before.
Well, you know what? People better be paying attention.
I know.
If they
If you
wanna
want to come
live.
hang with us, go back and rewatch all of our episodes.
You will
Maybe
find
you
out
wanna
where we'll
live.
be.
Maybe
That's right.
that'll be
Yeah.
your golden ticket.
Yep. Tell us which episode it was where we said we will be during the zombie apocalypse.
And we'll send you a prize.
No, the prize you get to live with us during the zombie apocalypse.
Oh, yeah, that is the prize. You don't get anything else.
That's it. If Sandra lets you in.
I
which she
know,
will.
you know that's the problem.
She'll let
That's-
everyone in.
You said that wrong because that's the problem is I'll let everybody in.
I know. All the Nazis can come in.
Well, I don't
By the
really
way-
want Nazis,
by the way-
but I'm not going to...
By the way,
My brother joined us. Hi, Enoch.
Hey.
Enoch, thank you for coming on. Okay, we talked about split dogs. We talked about butterflies.
I love them.
We talked about
Fresh.
yellowy green cadavers.
Yep.
The tar man.
Tarman.
We talked about the half gal who says it hurts to be dead.
My friend.
Your friend.
Yes.
With the pink hair.
Love her.
Talked about trash.
Did we talk about the name of the medical supply
Unita.
store? Unita.
That's funny.
Unita.
You need a medical supply.
Unita.
Because you need them.
You need them.
And how was the wig game in this, Sandra? I know you're a big wig.
Oh, I mean, the wigs are on point. Even Ronald McDonald's wig is good.
Really?
Yeah.
You're okay with those?
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
They didn't look like
Yeah.
Neil in a troll doll wig.
Are you talking about Casey?
Only a different color.
You're talking about Casey's hair? Because I actually think that was her real hair.
Really?
I think that's her real hair. I've seen
Casey?
I've seen
Yeah.
people do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Jewel Shepard. That's her real hair.
Yeah.
I think so.
Did you
Yeah.
talk about Linnea Quigley's though, or no?
Either one looked.
Well, I
fake.
like
Either one
Linnea's,
looked fake to
especially
me,
at the
but-
beginning.
It just didn't reach her scalp.
Haters, wig haters.
Wig hater. Wig hater. Wig hater.
What?
I forgot what I was going to say. It is important.
It was important, but I forgot.
It was important.
It was important. Did you
It's
guys notice the handwritten eye chart in the office?
Yes, it's hilarious. It says Frank is a taskmaster or something like that.
It says Bert is a
Bert.
slave driver and a cheap son of a bitch who is going bald. Ha
Yeah.
ha.
That's right.
But it's written like an eye chart where it
Hilarious.
starts big and
Oh, okay.
smaller and smaller and smaller.
That's a great detail. I love that detail. That one I caught.
So James
Nazi
Karen.
Ernie didn't catch.
James Caron again, who was Frank.
Frank.
Yeah.
Amazing job.
Great.
Like when he's like
Yeah.
crying on the ground and screaming and
funny.
holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's like a fun, silly little movie, but acting.
Acting though.
No, that's what I'm saying. He commits
nailed
to
it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes all in, all the moaning and groaning and everything. Even the scene, I love like when everything first happens and he has to call Bert.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, he like ties himself up first, before he gets on the phone to call him. He takes that second.
Hi. Like exactly.
Bert.
Yeah. I think everybody's made phone calls like that to like their boss at some point.
Right.
So yeah. It's and then of course Bert,
And then of course Bert.
which we talked about
Clue.
recently.
Clue on
Clue.
Friday the 13th. Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 2. Yes. He was a dad in Part 2.
Well, he's so funny.
Clue is pretty cool also.
God, he's funny.
There, this is a great cast. They all did a great job.
It is. It's like I love the old school with the new school.
Yep.
It's perfect.
Yeah. You better watch your tongue, son, if you like this job. Like this job.
Freddie's having you thought you had a bad day at work.
Oh, man.
Look at Freddie. Let's talk about the director. Dan O'Bannon.
Dan O'Bannon. Oh, baby O'Bannon.
Talk to us about him.
So Dan O'Bannon, for me, is one of those unsung heroes of horror. Because if you think about the films that guy had a piece of, especially when it comes to the writing and the screenwriting that he did.
Yeah.
We're talking about films such as Dark Star, which is your favorite, John Carpenter's first film. You got Alien, Dead and Buried, which is a film I'm going to make you guys watch soon. Blue Thunder, Michael's favorite film. Life Force.
Of all time?
It's one of his tops, right?
Yeah.
Blue Thunder.
Okay.
Total Recall.
Yep.
Return of the Living Dead, of course. Invaders from Mars. I mean, that's just like a few of the films this guy wrote.
And didn't he work on like other Alien properties too?
Well, I think it was the characters he created.
Oh,
You know, that he
okay.
got credit for those because he created, of course, Ripley. I mean, so
and we're
that's
forever
like,
fucking thankful.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, you think about all these, incredible films that he had something to do with. I mean, he's again unsung hero.
Doesn't really get the credit he deserves.
Not from. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think he could be more talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree. I think he was an amazing dude. And then we did a cult film series a couple years ago. We did Dark Star, and the lead actor from that movie actually lives here in town, believe it or not.
What?
And he came and did a talk for us and talked
Can you
a little
write
bit
down
about
his
Dan
address?
O'Bannon. I probably could for you, sure.
Sure. I'm just gonna go
So-
over there right now. I'm just gonna head out.
But it'd be actually fun to have him on sometime because he has a bunch of cool stories. I mean, he worked with, of course, John Carpenter and Dan O'Bannon in their very first film. I mean, so let's talk about
pretty
history.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
really cool. I think he lives like in Roanoke Park or something. So
He lives at 8 Sentinels.
yeah, 853
You know what? Let's just call him. Let's just call him right
Roanoke Park Road.
now.
Anyway.
Road. Yeah.
So Dan O'Bannon, I recommend, anyone, we should give him, I mean, he died, unfortunately, way too early. God, I can't remember how long ago that was now, but I want to say in the early 2000s-ish? Maybe 06-ish? I'm not sure. Well, Caleb will tell us for sure.
2009.
9, okay.
Oh, yeah.
63 years old.
Oh,
Yeah.
so sad.
Bummer. But Dan O'Bannon, guys, we need to give him a
Round of applause.
cult show round of applause.
Big cult show hug. Yes.
right.
Yeah, I love it. I love your elevator pitch for Dan O'Bannon. He deserves it.
Thank you. So what else? Any closing thoughts on Return of the Living Dead?
I'm just
Scott, you know
having-
what, Scott? Producer Scott, first time watching it.
Yeah, what'd you think,
I
producer
would love to know what
Scott?
producer Scott thinks. Is his mic working?
It was good.
He says it was all right.
No, this was my first time, and I liked this film a lot more than I thought I would. I didn't realize that it wasn't part of the Night of the Living Dead series.
Oh.
Right.
No, so
Unofficially,
Yeah.
Like when you're thinking of your Dawn of the Dead, your Day of the Dead, your Diary of the Dead, your Dead of the Dead,
Yeah.
your Bill and Ted of the Dead,
Yeah,
your
absolutely.
Croc of the Dead.
Pew of the Dead.
Yep. I was so glad you liked
Yeah,
it.
it was legitimately hilarious. I wasn't I wasn't going into it expecting a comedy.
Yeah,
Okay.
and to be actually funny.
And not just be, a
Chortles.
scary movie kind of
Yeah,
comedy.
like you might have a few
a
chortles.
really smart, funny film.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Well, good.
Yeah.
We're glad.
Hey, we
Because it
left
didn't
to bring
start
this-
out that way. Originally, it was just like
Pretty serious.
just a straight sequel to Night of the Living Dead.
Wow.
And it had some rewrites, and the comedy was added.
Well, Russo
later.
and Strider took it and were
Yeah.
like, we're going to make a sequel.
Right.
And then it took a while. And then Dan O'Bannon
Yeah.
got it, and the magic, whatever you want to call it, that he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, made it an actual piece of living art that, I mean.
Right. But also
you know.
taking it away from Night of the Living Dead,
Yeah.
Yeah,
the franchise itself. Even though there was an agreement that Romero was going to keep the Dead name.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and that was it O'Bannon or Russo was
Russo.
going to keep
Yeah.
Living Dead.
Okay.
So I don't know if there was a falling out or they just didn't want to work together anymore, but
It's one of those things.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can't say for sure. honestly,
I've
but-
never heard it exactly.
Yeah, I
myself.
can't say that they heard of any.
I mean,
I don't
read,
know if it's just
I
creative
read that
differences.
Romero
Yeah.
was offered like a producer's role of this.
Yeah.
But he
He turned it down. Yeah.
I think he just, as we know, George wanted to do his own
He had his plan.
vision,
Yeah.
plan. The other guys were,
Creative differences.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I think it served both franchises better
Yep.
Yeah.
the way it went.
Yeah, I would agree.
Really quick though, speaking of breathtaking piece of art, I feel like I need to again, Tarman. Okay, because again, we've seen this movie so many times, whatever. Now again, producer Scott seeing Tarman for the first time, and he was like, "Oh my God, he's so cool!" And just like the way he moves, and he's just like he has so much like presence, but he's also funny, but he's kind of creepy. It's great. It's one of
Okay.
those things where sometimes you take things a little bit for granted, and then you see it for the first time through somebody's eyes, and you're like, you know what, you're right. Tarman.
Tarman. All right. I wish I had seen it that way.
I think one of the neat things about Tarman is that there's so many movies you don't want to see the evil creature that's chasing
Yes,
you.
yeah.
And this has that effect, but it was set up in a way where you just immediately accept it like, oh, okay, it's kind of silly.
Yeah.
And then you start to see just how impressive the whole makeup is.
Yeah, the whole piece. Wonderful piece of
so wet.
horror art.
He's
so
very wet. Yeah,
He's very wet.
very like sticky looking.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, part 2 has got a Tarman as well.
Same Tarman?
No, different Tarman.
Oh, I'm not interested. No, I'm just kidding.
But I'm like, Tarman in this one got his head knocked off, so you got to have a different Tarman.
That means nothing.
That means
I know.
nothing.
I know. It doesn't kill him in this universe.
It's a pretty
so.
good
Well,
clean.
I think everyone got
Shot, too.
vaporized pretty good with
Yeah,
the,
that's true. That whole
Yeah,
It's off
that
the-
whole part of Kentucky got wiped out. So
Yeah, but he was very wet.
that's true.
Would you say it was moist? I know people love that word moist.
The nuclear bomb just kind of slid right off of him because
Right.
it was
Just sort
very
of like
wet.
came and just like.
Yep.
Just felt like a nice sauna to him.
Yep.
Yeah. That's all I got. Hell of a film.
Hell of a film.
Yeah.
I do love this film quite a bit. It's
Feel a
yeah.
little different about Ernie now, but it's fine. Sometimes Caleb comes in and ruins
Yeah.
something you like, and that's how life goes.
Sometimes he does.
Yeah.
He's ruined shoes for me. So I mean, I might as well ruin
Shoes, like any footwear.
any footwear.
I think, I think that's really interesting that you've seen it so many times too, and you never caught that about.
Nope. Never caught that.
Ernie.
Never caught that Ernie was a was a communist, a Nazi.
Other guy,
Other one, a fascist.
Yeah.
So the other guy.
the other guy. So we got a couple of treats planned.
We have a couple of treats. Yeah. We got video. We got a video to keep
a little video.
A little video.
To celebrate the 4th.
And then should we play the video or do the trivia first?
Let's do the video first.
Video first. Okay.
Yeah.
4th of July video for y'all. Enjoy.
Happy birthday, America.
Here you go.
I'm the kid that's all the candy. I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy. I'm glad I am. So Sam. I'm a real live Yankee Doodle. Made my name and fame and boodle just like Mr. Doodle did by riding on a pony. I love to listen to the Dixie strain. I long to see the girl that left behind me. That ain't John, the Yankee by God. Oh, say, can you see anything about a Yankee that's a phony? I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy, a Yankee Doodle do or die. A real live nephew of my Uncle Sam, born on the 4th of July. Good boy, kid, I've got a Yankee Doodle sweetheart. She's my Yankee Doodle joy. Yankee Doodle came to London just to ride the pony. I am the Yankee Doodle boy.
Oh, shit! Oh, Jesus! 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 Lord, Jesus! Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh, Jesus! Jesus! Oh, Lord Jesus! Lord Jesus! Oh, shit! Whoa! Whoa! That was awesome! That was awesome right there! God damn! Wow! Shit! Oh, shit! Oh, Lord Jesus! Oh, Jesus! Get the water! Jesus Christ! Lord have mercy! Get the water! It's going down! Ah, the motherfucking bootleg firework shit!
Yankee Doodle do or die. A real live nephew of my Uncle Sam, born on the 4th of July. This, oh my, I've got a Yankee Doodle sweetheart.
Bootleg fireworks.
Yeah. I mean,
Be safe out there, people.
Yeah.
in all
Fucking be
seriousness,
safe out
as
there.
people who live in an area of our fine nation that gets on fire a lot,
Yeah, burned at least once a year.
yeah,
At least.
you cannot be careful enough. My God, and some of these people, you just are like, I hope they're sterile now.
There were a few who got.
the one that put it in his pants.
That's probably a for sure thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be careful. And you know what, too, as animal lovers, look
Yeah.
out for animals
Yeah.
and pets and take care of them if you're going to have fireworks going around and
Yeah.
stuff.
Bring your dogs inside,
And your cats.
and the cats, of course. But
Yeah.
yeah. But anyway, be careful out there.
And all the other critters, too. Just bring every animal inside
Bring
your house.
everything.
Whether it wants to be in your house or not, bring it in. Oh, that's just my
Yeah,
that's just my philosophy.
that's your
in life.
philosophy.
Right. Do
Bring
we
it on.
have a quiz?
We have some fun facts and a quiz, yes.
Oh.
Okay. This is going to be probably really embarrassing for us.
Yeah, especially because I'm going to start with actual historical facts. What date did Congress vote to break free from England?
So you're asking us American history quiz, is that correct?
American history, American facts, some embarrassing things, fun things, just things I found on the internet.
All right.
In,
Okay.
10 minutes.
Okay. What
repeat that?
date?
What date did Congress vote to break free from England?
Date? Like the day and the year?
I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like, is this a trick question?
Kind of.
Is it July 4th,
No.
1776?
You're close.
July 3rd.
July 2nd.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Today's date.
Yes, today is
Today.
the true
Hey,
Independence
you know
Day.
what? England who? Never heard of her.
Like that's like
Don't need her.
245 years ago? Wow.
Sure.
1776, and we're
Yeah.
21, so
Yeah.
it'd be a 5.
That would be, yeah.
Carry the
Yeah.
2, divide by
Multiply,
4.
subtract the.
Yeah.
245.
Yeah, squared. Okay, I think
Cool.
we got half points.
Who was the first president to live in the White House?
Oh, I used to know this at some point.
I don't know.
Well, let's make an educated guess, Neil. Let's
Yeah, we
not.
will.
I don't know.
Let's guess that it
It's not
was.
Washington.
Who was number 2?
Adams.
Okay.
I know all the presidents in order.
Oh, good. Thank God.
That's question number 3.
Oh, all the presidents in order?
All the presidents in order.
Okay.
McKinley.
Oh.
Oh.
It is John Adams.
I was good. Oh, okay. I was very, I'm not feeling confident in that at all. Yeah. Caleb, you need to pipe up here, even with wrong answers.
I've
you need to
got
be a
no
part of the
piping.
team. 10 pipers piping.
We'll save all of the presidents till the end. How's
Okay,
that sound?
okay.
What state is the Statue of Liberty in?
New York.
It is in New Jersey.
Oh, technically, because it's like on the island?
It not technically, like really, it's in New Jersey.
So Liberty Island is in New Jersey?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
Is that something everybody knows, or is that?
No.
When people say, I'm going to New York, I'm going to see the Statue of Liberty. They don't
Right.
say, I'm going to New Jersey, I'm going to see the Statue of Liberty.
Because I have been to there, and you have to go to Battery Park, and you got to catch a shuttle from New York to go to the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
Not New Jersey.
Not New Jersey,
Not the
though.
Garden State.
It's the Garden State, not the Statue of Liberty State. Yeah.
Scott. Ask us his bull question. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. Statistically, what is the deadliest job in America?
These are not multiple choice.
No.
Producer of the Cult Show.
Statistically, the deadliest job. Wow.
Wow.
I would say like
Good God. Caleb.
window washer.
Sorry, I'm
Shark?
researching that last question.
Oh.
Shark wrangler.
No, sharks don't really attack people that often.
A national monument of New Jersey and New York, the Statue of Liberty is arguably America's greatest symbol of freedom and opportunity, located on Liberty Island in New York Harbor.
Wow, you know what? Maybe it's like one of those things where if you ask people from New York, they'll say it's ours or...
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I know... Oh, I see
I mean, who
Mark...
does she pay taxes to?
Yeah, who does she...
France.
See, France. I see Mark Visions Truth says underwater welder. I've heard that underwater welders get paid a lot of
Oh
money.
yeah, people who work on oil rigs.
Yeah, so I think that's like a really... I'm going to say we're going to poll the audience.
Do you want the answer?
How about oil riggy things?
Oil riggies.
Yeah.
It is not an oil rigger.
Oh.
Statistically, the deadliest job in America is the President of the United States.
Oh.
4 have been assassinated, 4 have died while in office. That is almost 1 in 5 presidents have died while on the job.
I feel like that's kind of
Wow.
debatable. But okay.
All right. Do you
There's
want
a lot of jobs. Yeah.
to throw out there how much pizza you think Americans eat in a day?
Oh, can you at least tell us if it's pounds, if it's 8 miles?
Acres.
Acres of pizza.
Acres of pizza.
Acres of pizza.
Damn.
It's got to be a lot.
13 acres of pizza.
No, it's way more than
More.
13 acres.
Really?
Oh, I think pizza's everywhere. I mean, in New York alone. Chicago has pizza.
Well,
We got
an acre
pizza.
of pizza's this big, and for acres?
But in the whole country, look at Domino's. Domino's is everywhere. I'm gonna say it's like 6,000 acres of pizza.
Wow.
That's a lot.
I think it's more like 12,000
I'm going
acres.
to say 25 acres.
Okay. Neil, we're going to go with the closest answer.
Neil said like 3 acres.
If you go over, you don't get to go on stage and bid on the product. You can't go over.
Oh my God!
Yeah, this is, Price is Right rules.
That's right, bitch.
I'm sticking at 13.
Okay. It is 100 acres.
Ah,
Wow.
Caleb takes the point.
Caleb,
But he was still pretty off.
6,000
Yeah.
acres.
I changed mine to 12,000 acres.
You made it worse, yeah.
That's a lot
Fair
of pizza,
enough.
though.
a lot of pizza. That's a lot of ham and pineapple.
All right, I'm going to
Yeah.
give you a multiple choice question.
Sad.
Multiple choice.
What is the United States debt per person?
Oh.
Are we looking at,
Should we just take an average of all of us in the room?
is it 25,000, 35,000, 45,000, or 55,000?
55. Pick the highest number.
I think 35 just jumps out to me.
It's $55,000.
Yeah. I was gonna say like
Damn.
with homes and shit like that. Yeah. Easily.
Yeah.
And then you tack on credit cards on top of that.
Societies are designed to keep you in debt.
There you go.
Yeah. Good job, Neil.
Thank you. Thank you, Caleb.
Chat does not seem to be loving my questions here. I'm
That's the American way,
I'm having
Corvus.
fun.
Yes.
Who is the only United States president to be in the Wrestling Hall of Fame?
Donald John.
Teddy
No,
Roosevelt.
yeah, it'd have to be Donald Trump.
Ooh. Gerald Ford.
Wrestling.
I know he played football.
Probably is Trump. You know that for a fact?
Well, I mean, he used to be on like WWE
Yeah,
sometimes
that's
and
true.
stuff.
Ugh.
Mean Gene.
Oh my God, he was never president, sadly.
He should have been.
What is it, Scott?
I'll give you a hint. It's
Yeah.
not the WWE.
Oh, it's like real, like American,
real, like Roman Greco
Like
wrestling.
real
Greco-Roman.
Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Oh, Jesus.
shit.
All right.
Was
my God.
nearly undefeated in 200
I'm
matches.
gonna go with Lincoln.
Teddy Roosevelt.
No, I'm sticking with Lincoln. I'm with Mark Fisher's True.
It's Nixon. Jimmy Carter.
You have to pick one. I'm going with
Jimmy
Lincoln.
Carter.
I cannot imagine Jimmy Carter wrestling.
Nixon wrestled with his conscience.
Oh, hungry boy.
I'm going with Lincoln. It was absolutely Lincoln. I agree, Mark Fisher's True. Lincoln.
Mark Vision's truth is correct.
So
It
that
is
means I'm
Abraham
correct.
Lincoln.
Was, yes.
Nearly
He
undefeated
wrestled logs.
in about 200 matches.
Wrestled
Damn.
beavers and stuff. I mean, what?
I did not know that
Yeah,
about
on
Lincoln.
the
I just thought it was
Mississippi.
funny to imagine because he's a vampire hunter. So why wasn't he a wrestler?
I guess that makes sense in that weirdo world. I just, didn't think. Okay.
All right,
Way to
Michigan.
go, Mark Visions.
Michigan.
Yeah, just on a guess.
I love it.
Michigan is the only state in the United States you can obtain a hunting license for this animal.
Man. The deadliest prey.
A Wolverine.
Yeah, they have those there. That's like the mascot of the.
Of University of Michigan, yeah.
Actually, Wolverine's not a. Isn't that kind of weird? It's like it's your mascot, but you can also
But you
kill it.
run it. Clean water. Damn.
We gotta go hunt us up some clean
Damn.
water.
Gory bits.
Sorry, Bits is on,
Gory bits.
Bits is on fire. So hungry.
Yeesh.
Wolverine.
What else is in Michigan?
Everything's in Michigan.
Home Improvement was set in Michigan.
It was.
Maybe it's
You can
Tim
hunt-
Allen.
Hunt Tim Allen's or,
I mean, my-
or neighbors you don't like.
Wilson.
Yeah.
Anybody named Wilson?
Pamela Anderson's.
I mean, my dad says he used to hunt possum and raccoon and squirrels and,
But you can hunt
and
all
eat
those.
them.
They get a license to hunt them.
Nah, he lived on a farm, so.
I'm gonna say chickens.
I
Go out and shoot them. Don't shoot chickens. I like Wolverine.
yeah.
Wolverine
We'll go
works.
with Wolverine.
Why not?
What the hell?
The answer, actually, Mark Vision's truth, not terribly far off. Unicorn.
What?
What?
You can buy a unicorn hunting license.
I love
In Michigan.
unicorns. Why would you do that?
It's
They're
just
my
a money.
favorite
It's a
animals.
money grab. It's genius when you think about it.
Wow.
And I pay to see the suckers who buy them.
That means people are just going out shooting horses.
Yeah, and they're like, I thought it was you,
yeah,
bro.
exactly.
By the way,
Bro.
jackalope. I love jackalopes. I have a jackalope tattoo right here.
Do you really?
Am I? Yeah.
It's a jackalope? Wow. All right.
And because I can do it like this, because my tattoo artist
Mark
is my
Vision's
friend,
truth.
and she knows
He's
me
a-
very well. Instead of bunny teeth, it has fangs. See, 'cause I'm a spooky bitch.
Unicorn. All right. All right. This is good, Scott.
Okay,
This is fun. I feel stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
whose face was on the original $1 bill?
Could have been Neil.
Neil's mom.
Neil's.
With the old jokes.
Oh, Hungry Boy is so funny.
Wrong answers only.
Wrong answers only for the dollar bill. Maybe it was. I mean, I feel like this is something one should know, and I don't know it. I'm gonna say it was the bald eagle, just the bald eagle all by itself. It was a unicorn, Sasquatch. It was a Furby. Tarman on the dollar bill.
It was the what are the pyramid people with the eye?
The Illuminati.
The Illuminati.
It was just everyone in the Illuminati.
The Illuminati.
Was it?
Pismo Mark is correct. It is Salmon P. Chase, Secretary of the Treasury during the Civil War.
Oh, a salmon chase.
Pismo, are you looking these up online?
Is that like when they spawn, they chase?
or did he mean Chase Bank?
Tarman, yes, Mark Vision's truth. Tarman.
I don't understand what you're holding up, Mindy.
It was the answer.
Oh, the answer.
Oh, she was trying to help us win.
Okay, what else?
Yeah.
All right, this is my final question that I have on here. What was Uncle Sam's real name?
Uncle John?
The demon Samael. That's close guess.
Aunt Betty?
Betsy Ross. Betsy Ross.
Cool. Oh,
What is it?
you looked it up, though. You looked it up.
Yes, I did.
Yes, I did. I looked it up.
Let us work our way through it first.
Well, she said it.
These
Oh,
are
I didn't hear it.
Oh, I heard it.
wrong answers only.
You know, Uncle
God, it
Sam's
definitely was a Kenobi.
real name was
Super Sam.
Sam.
Wait, who was the guy that founded Sam Walmart? Sam Wall.
Sam Walton.
Sam Walton.
The original face on the $100 bill.
He printed them there.
Ben Kenobi, yeah, they're saying.
I love Kenobis. I love.
Groucho.
Oh,
Sam
Jackson.
Jackson.
Great.
Yeah.
Samuel.
Jackson.
Sorsha
I don't know. Who is it? I didn't hear. Who is it?
from Willow.
No, that's I was like, whoa.
Samuel Wilson, who was a real person.
No.
That's
Wow.
a boring answer.
Real life nephew of my uncle Samuel Wilson.
Okay.
Doesn't quite roll off the tongue.
No, not quite as
No,
well.
it doesn't.
Doesn't have the same music to it.
No.
All right.
And then finally, what are the states? No, I'm sorry.
What are they?
The presidents?
I was gonna say, I think we can get this one.
What are the states?
What are the presidents in order?
Okay.
All of them?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Pressure. I say this to myself all the time so that I don't lose it. Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Adams, Jackson, Van Buren, Harrison, Tyler, Polk, Taylor, Fillmore, Pierce, Buchanan, Lincoln, Johnson, Grant, Hayes, Garfield, Arthur, Cleveland, Harrison, Cleveland, McKinley, Roosevelt, Taft, Wilson, Harding, Coolidge, Hoover, Roosevelt, Truman, Eisenhower, Kennedy, Johnson, Nixon, Ford, Carter, Reagan, Bush, Clinton, Obama, Trump. Well, it said Obama, Trump. Stop shaking your head. Stop it.
Clinton.
No, you're throwing me off. What's wrong?
Women in the 70s had.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Jesus. A bird in the hand is worth.
Oh, Bush. I said Bush.
Well, there's.
No.
Okay, I totally meant to say Bush, but until people started.
Because you didn't say it.
You didn't say it. You went to
Clinton,
Obama.
Bush, Obama, Trump, Biden. No, it 100% still counts. Who cares about Bush? I gave you one, but you don't need all the Bushes. One Bush should be.
Sure.
Yeah.
Very good.
One Bush is
job,
enough for anybody.
job.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know what, motherfucker.
I didn't shake my
You
head
know what, motherfucker?
until you skipped him. I wasn't like going ooh the whole time.
Please. Samuel
That is very
Wilson.
impressive.
That's a lot better than I could have done.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. Not at all. That's very punk rock of you. You should go be in the movie.
I think I've earned the flag for the day.
You get to have
Sandra, do you want to keep the flag? You know all the presidents.
it. Oh. Sandra, what are we doing next week?
We are taking a journey out of America.
Out of America.
We're going to make a travel to the land of Argentina.
Who are the presidents there? Do you know those?
Ooh, not Perone. I know Perone. That's about.
Perone,
That's about it.
Bush, Perone.
I think there was a Trump in there, maybe.
You okay?
I think we broke her.
Oh, what were we talking about? Oh, the movie next week. Oh. It's been a long week, people. It's been a long
We have
week.
to reboot Sandra.
Just, yeah, hold on. If you do a hard reboot.
No reboot. Hang on
Yeah.
1 second.
Just do that.
There you
okay.
go.
And then it's going to load.
Yeah. Wait for the
We are
window.
doing, from Argentina, Atarados.
Yes.
Atarados.
Otherwise known as?
Translation.
Terrified.
Terrified.
Yes.
There you go.
Not with the clown.
No, that's Terrifier.
That's Terrifier. This is, what's the name of the director of this film? Do we know? So people can find it easy.
director
Well, I mean,
is
you'll find it, I think, just from what we told you.
Demian Rugna?
Okay, so
Ugna.
Perfect. This is a great, great film. It is actually pretty goddamn creepy.
yes.
Yeah.
And we are very excited to
It
talk
scared
about
me.
it. It
Yeah.
scared. It straight up
scared me.
scared Caleb, and he'll tell you the story if you haven't heard it before, because legit circumstances for him to be frightened, and it's a little like it's one of those. It does have a following and people love it, but it's at the same time, not enough people have watched it.
No,
And-
it's not talked about nearly enough.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and I don't know anybody that didn't like it. Personally, maybe you don't like it, and if you don't like it, then you definitely have to be in the chat and tell us why you don't like it.
Yeah, absolutely.
We want to hear it.
We want to hear how you
Yeah.
could possibly not. I'm going to gatekeep for a while, as you guys would say. but if you don't like this film,
If you can articulate why you don't like it, we will salute you. We will
yeah,
cheers you.
let us know.
Yeah.
Although,
That's your ticket into our apocalypse site.
all right, go check out Terrified. You can get it on Shudder right now. That's the best way to find it, as far as I know.
I think so, but
So-
it might be on some other platforms.
It might be, but-
yeah,
Definitely on Shudder.
find it. That's your homework.
I'm excited. Very good. Very spooky film.
Yeah, and your other homework is to not start any fires
Yeah.
during 4th of
Please.
July.
Please don't. Especially if you live in our neck of the woods.
Yeah, just could you
Mindy,
really-
Laura, please. Enough of the fires already.
No fires.
So, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, have a fantastic 4th of July. Be safe.
Be well. Be safe. Hungry boy, apocalypse site was Disneyland, but where in Disneyland? Hungry where?
Dang hungry.
Thank you for joining us, Laura, Mindy, Reverend Michael B, Mark Vision's Truth, Hungry Boy, Pismo Mark, Tommy, TM, Gory Bits, and Edic, and anyone else out there that's watching.
Easy on the bootleg fireworks. It says Mark Vision's Truth.
Easy.
Buy one more time.
Haunted Mansion.